that?
A lot of money left in my pants.
Oh.
Alright guys, here we are in the forest. This is the last save point before you go into the end game for the laboratory. And those guys just respawned. So I can probably kill them easy enough. That was interesting. Wonder why they respawned. Usually they don't respawn. Yeah, I'll let you live this time, buddy. 'Cause I'm short sticks and I don't want to just keep shooting flares and I can't hold more bones. Once these guys spit out their bones, they're gonna maximize my bones and I can't make no more armor, so no need. I also don't need my rebreather equipped, so we'll unequip that. Alright. Now that that's done, guys, let's go into the laboratory proper. Now again, to do this, you guys have to have the key card. So, kind of a major necessity to have your key card, guys. Believe me, I know. I just done a video earlier where I did not have it and had to go back through the game just to go get it. And there it is. There's your key card. There we go. Now I always suggest coming down, guys, and getting the red paint on. It'll help a lot with the monsters or the cannibals attacking you. Most of them will leave you alone. Which is great for allowing you to get the first shot in. Now listening to the music, guys, helps you build your ability back up. If you check your stats, you can see that my sanity is at 67%, so listening to the music will increase your sanity. It's a low rate, but it always helps.
That's Megan.
Yeah, that's Megan. More medicine if you guys need it. If you get down in here, so you can see that that was us. Both spots will give you 4 med packs or pills for your health. Then you can come over here and you can have an achievement by drinking coffee. And there's food all over the place. And if you've collected money throughout the game, right here, your cash, you can buy drinks and Zag nuts. And again, guys, more drinks, Zag nuts. Well, it looks to me like I just found the nursery for these little babies.
Sorry.
You're fine, baby. Let's switch to the poison arrows. I don't think he's gonna like that too much. Yep. He did not like those poison arrows a whole lot, did he? Alright, I have a full set of creepy armor, which I'm saving my creepy armor for the final boss. That is just so wrong.
I agree.
Yeah, there's eyeballs in it.
Hands and arms, feet and legs.
Jeez. I don't know what these people were doing up here, but it sure don't look right. Wow, that thing just vanished. Whatever that was laying there, it just vanished. Longevity medicine through the Jarius project. So there's Virginia. That's what they actually call that multiple leg monster. And then Armsy. I still don't know what they call Uncle Joe.
Probably not Uncle Joe, but...
Yeah, because apparently I'm wrong. What is going on? There it went.
Especially since I didn't know that the dad's name was Armsley.
Yeah, Armsy. Yeah, I didn't know they called him Armsy either. Guess it makes sense because all those arms.
That's why Fat Joe makes sense.
To me, yeah, it makes perfect sense. He's a big fat guy stomping all over the place. Amazing how fast he moves, though. Man. Hello? You know, those are the most annoying things, I swear. I don't know why people call, or how I get all these stupid scam calls. Annoying. Guess this guy couldn't handle the fact of what he done, so he decided to hang himself. Yeah. Great plan there, guys. I love what you done with the place. Well, there's the artifact. And guess who's in here, guys? There's your son. There you go, guys, the point of finding the toy in the game. If you don't find the toy and you don't put those parts together, then that scene right there won't happen for you. You'll still put your son on the table and plug him in, but you won't see the part with him giving him his toy. Okay, so it won't let me go to the second artifact, guys. And I bet you guys all know why, right? Because I still have to go find Megan. Without Megan, I can't get out of this building. Is that one of those mutant Virginias? I think that was. The reason they're not attacking me, guys, is because I have the red paint on. How am I missing? That made no sense. Well, let's have a drink of coffee. That'll fill my drink up and my energy. First key is you can follow the footprints, guys, to the end game. But if you do follow them, then you won't find all of this. So this is a good place to stop off. If you don't have a full inventory of explosives already, this is a good place to stop because it'll give you some of the ingredients you need, some of the key ones, which are harder to find, which are the circuit boards right there. It also gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, a full inventory of pills for health. Right here's another circuit board. Just smash it. And there's another one. So that would have been 5 circuit boards, which is the maximum amount you can carry, and that would have gave you a full inventory of possible bombs if you needed them. I thought there was a machine back there for food. There we go. I'll eat my last lizard. I have no more meat. And there you get it, guys. That's why if you paint your body red, the monsters leave you alone, because that is Megan's father, the red man. And here you go, guys. This is the end fight. So I suggest at this point you're going to want to put on your strongest armor. And go in with full inventory of health and all your energies, drinks, snacks, full med pack. And I'm going to equip that explosive first. Don't need the flashlight anymore. Sorry about that, guys. Had to go let my puppy back in. There you go, guys. There's Megan. Yeah, Megan does not look so good. Guys. Oh, that's just great. That's just awesome. I'm so glad none of my explosives can hit. Oh my. There you go. She's dead. Now let's do some cleanup on these guys. Great. There it went. This game is called The Forest. And, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. That was a messed up monster that she turned into. But to help you guys out in this game, you can save and go to sleep right here before you go in there and fight her, which I didn't do. I didn't need to. Now you want to bring Megan back to this other artifact and try and save your son's life. So let's see what happens. Alright, so it's not gonna work. But I now have the key card that'll open this door right here. Don't need my sword anymore, because the fighting is now done. And you're going to go up here. You'll have to duck to go through that first hole there, and through this one. And go back again with the climbing axe to get ourselves down. Technically, if you wanted, you could just jump down and it probably wouldn't kill you. So you could survive the fall, I'm sure. But for show purpose, I guess, I'll just go ahead and use the climbing axe to go down. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the game automatically put on my rebreather, which was a nice thing to happen at the end scene, because it really would have sucked if you dove in without the rebreather and ended up dying trying to go swim this route. So the game automatically puts your rebreather on, which you have to have just to get to this part. To even get to the boss monster, you already have to have the rebreather. And don't worry if you didn't have enough rocks or skulls, because you can use your skulls at this point as well and put them on here. And you need 5 of them to open the door all the way. But hey, who says you really have to open the door all the way, right? Now I'll unequip the rebreather because I really don't like the way it looks. And trust me guys, there's nothing down there. I've already dove down there, searched all over in the water. There is nothing at all down there. Don't even waste your time going down there. Just run around this over to here. Do not go down the rope. Again, that's only to get you up here if you happen to fall down into that little pit. There's nothing up down there. There's nothing on either side of the walls to find. No hidden items. So don't even worry about none of that and just head right through here. And we'll get our access point to the second artifact. And again, no hidden items, guys. So you don't got to worry about trying to search through all of that stuff. And again, you have to duck to get down through here. And voila, guess what? We're back in the labs again. And if you were ever wondering what happened to Jimmy Hoffa, well, there's his head. So it doesn't look very good for him. And there's a water machine if you guys want to get a drink of water. Of course, this one has a head in it, and so there you go, guys. You get the trophy earned of gross. Drinking water with a head in it. And that's the only place you can get that trophy, is right there. So it's up to you guys if you're into doing the things, the game trophies. It's up to you. Really? That was nice. Yeah, the final boss is pretty difficult. Her spinning attack is the worst one. That's the hardest part to fight, is her spinning attack. If you use the modern bow and you go in with a full arsenal of arrows and you build your explosives, and if you're actually able, it seems the best way to hurt her with the explosives is by throwing them at your feet, and she'll come to you and blow herself up with your explosive that you threw. Just remember to run away from the explosion, and then constantly shoot her with your arrows. And if you do find all the parts with the gun, the flintlock's not a bad weapon to use either, but it does take time to reload it each time you shoot it. And I also find shooting her with the flare gun is nice. And you can add more bullets to your flare gun by finding flares and then combining them. And the flare gun is found in the cockpit of the plane, which is in the far north of the map. So you guys have two choices here. You can choose to save your son, which really doesn't save him, by activating this. And this is how you ended up on this island in the first place. Someone done this to try to save Megan. So, not really a good choice if you ask me. Your other option is to shut the whole system down so nobody can use it again. And since I already saved my son, and I showed the video of saving my son, I'm going to do the emergency shutdown this time. So now it's going to ask me, am I sure? Do I really want to do this? And this is where if you're going to do it, go ahead and push it and hold X. So let's see what FMV we get to watch for a shutdown. Of course, this means I'll never get my son back. But is it really worth it to get your child by killing someone else's child? It's a hell of a moral question when put to the true test. Thanks for joining, Judy Sobrist. I'm glad you got to enjoy what little you did get to see. I hope it helped you. If you ever decide to play the game. Let's put new batteries in. There we go. These are also a great thing to bring in, blackberries and blueberries, because they actually fill your water as well as your hunger, and they give you energy just like these foods. These will restore energy as well. But if you do come into the final end game, I'd strongly suggest bringing a full inventory of dried meat, from dried meat, dried lizard meat, and dried rabbit meat. That's your best option. I think the game will let you carry 4 meat, 3 lizards, and 3 rabbits. And there's a lot of areas where there's no way to really eat. So you definitely want to come in with a full inventory of each one of those items. Your blueberries, your blackberries, your drink mix, as well as your healing. And again, notice how it put my rebreather on automatically. Now, the one thing I would suggest is learn to watch your blue bar and try not to let it get too far down. And if it does get low, make sure you're out of the water, and then just use one of those canisters. Now it says that I'm cold and wet, build a fire to get dry, but as long as I just keep moving, I won't take injury or damage. But one thing you can do, if you have it, is wear the warm suit. You equip the warm suit, and you're not going to be cold anymore. I never did understand what was going on with all the Starbucks coffee here. Let's blow a hole out. Don't worry, the rocks never damage you. And once you've done that, it doesn't look like it's cleared, blew away and cleared, but you can just walk right through it. And there's the plane you did not shoot down to steal your child or save your son's life. Now I guess we'll just burn his picture and know that we didn't take someone else's child away from them. Now, to actually escape, and if you are curious about the cockpit, right here's where the cockpit is located. And if you've discovered where the map is, then you can look on your map, and my location is that red pin, thumbtack. So there you go, guys, if you were curious where to find the flare gun. It's right there. And there it is. And that right there is the pilot uniform, which is... oh, I don't have it no more. So, let's get it. Whoops. There we go. Now, once you've done this, there's only one thing left to do. You got to travel all the way south. If you look on my map, you can see where the anchor is, and over there is a boat, which is the yacht, and that's where you got to go, because we'll use the final key card to open the door inside the yacht. Thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. Thank you very much. All subscribes are very helpful and enjoyable. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Okay. I'm running low on energy, so let's fix that. Let's get my compass. Guarantee I find the right location. Periodically we'll check the map. Know that I'm still headed in the right direction, which I want to go southeast. Now, a good way to help build up your athleticism, which if you look, it's right here. Athleticism, right there below strength. It says days survived, currently feeling, and then my sanity, weight, strength, and athleticism. You can build your strength up by just attacking everything with a weapon, hand weapon, doesn't matter. Even trees, you can attack trees, bushes. Every time you swing your weapon hand, it builds your strength. Now, the best way to build athleticism is by swimming without a rebreather underwater. The more you swim underwater, the more it builds your athleticism. Now, you can only build 2 points every day. So once you've built your 2 points, you have to wait for night to end, and then you go to sleep, and you can redo it and keep building it. But doing this is the easiest way I found to build athleticism. And it's kind of your choice which one you want to push up the most. My choice has always been the athleticism in this game, because it allows me to breathe underwater for longer periods of time. It also allows me to run for longer periods of time. And if you can get your athleticism to 100, you'd really be shocked at how far you can run without stopping. And that really will help your game a lot. Is you can actually outrun a lot of the cannibals and get to a place that they can't attack you. And the water is one of the #1 places. So if you can find yourself in lakes and rivers, you cross them, the cannibals won't get to you, which can be very helpful, especially if you get attacked by large numbers. The farther into the game, the more days that you pass, the stronger the enemies become, and the more often you see large groups. In the early days of the game, you'll run into the cannibals, of course, because they're always going to be here in the game trying to kill you. But you don't run into the strong ones, and you don't run into numerous amounts. Like where I'm at right now with the 30+ days, I run into groups of 5 to 6 cannibals at a time, and they usually come with the Virginia, with the Armsy, and with what I call the Fat Joe, Fat Uncle Joe. I can't stand him. Of all of them, I hate him the most. Alright, I went too far east. Sorry about that, guys. I went a little bit too far east on that run. Well, I guess since I'm over here, I can show you my home that I built. This is, I think, one of the better places to set up a base because of the way where it's located, and the way it's designed. You've got natural defenses, and you've got good views, so you're able to see the cannibals at much larger ranges away, which can really help a lot as avoiding them. It also gives you a lot of empty space to set up all kinds of defenses, which here, I'll just show you. It's this trap right here. Oh, that's new. The deadfall trap right there. That is your most destructive trap and easiest to build. This is a very deadly trap as well, but it really takes quite a bit of resources, where this takes 3 sticks and 3 logs. Very easy and very quick. So, the bad part about this base is until you find the hidden recipe, this one here, where are you? Not that one, not that one. That one. The log track. Once you find the log track, you can build a ramp going right up to your house up there. So there you can see, that's my home right there. And the only way to get to it is to run all the way around this natural wall, which is why I said it's a great place to set up a base. A little bit difficult in the beginning. Now the best way and the easiest way to kill that deer is you make these spears. Now, my aiming of the deer, do you see my fingertip? That spear is going to go just to the right and above that fingertip. So when I throw it, see? And that's how you do it, guys. And each deer gives you, I believe, 4 meat. Yep, 4 meat. And here you go. Very basic home base. And if you're into making your own arrows, I strongly suggest you make a birdhouse. 10 feathers can be collected in it each time. Here, we'll use this zip line to get down and over there fast. Really, Judy? I would have never known. I thought you had more subscribers than me. This rock formation right here, inside this cave, is where you'll find the katana. One of the strongest hand weapons in the game, if you ask me. The only one that's stronger would be the machete, but the problem with the machete is I just don't like its range. It's a much closer weapon. The katana has a farther reach, which I prefer. I like keeping the cannibals at a distance, which my weapon of choice, of course, is the bow. But to get the modern bow in the very early stages of the game, it's really tricky. Because you got to get the rebreather, you got to find the climbing axe, and it's a lot of places to go in the early stages of the game. But I don't know if you've noticed, but once you've defeated the boss and you go through there, there's no more cannibals. And if you were curious, the cave that is located in this little village is the one that'll get you to your map and your compass, and also another way to get to the this weapon which is a very good one as far as chopping trees and everything. The modern axe will go through trees quickly until you can find the chainsaw. Chainsaw, of course, will go through the trees even quicker. Great tools when trying to build a base. Problem, of course, is that the chainsaw is a much harder weapon to get to. Alright guys, so here's the ocean. Now to find the yacht. So we're just going to run down the coast until we get to the yacht. Now, if you save your son, you don't go through none of this. Upon saving your son, the plane crashes. You save your son, which it doesn't even show any of that. All it does is after you push the button to save your son, you go to black screen, and then it does little FMVs of you going to a TV program and your son having a seizure, and then it shows your son as a young man and obviously still having problems. So it's pretty apparent that he's going to definitely turn into a monster. You just don't know when. So you can choose at that point, like I showed you before, to not save your son. And that's what I did. And there you go, guys. There's your first glimpse of the yacht. If you look over that little rock, you can see it, the mast, over in the distance. And that's where we're headed. Now, just a heads up, there are shark spawn points in this portion of the map. So you can kind of want to be careful. I wouldn't suggest jumping in the water a lot around here and swimming, because there is a shark spawn over here. And he will attack you. And if he bites you twice, that's pretty much instant death. You can usually tell when shark spawn points are by this right here. You can see the dead sharks. But chance we must take to end the game.
Oh, dog, baby. Oh,
And here we go. Use your key card. Okay, let's go to sleep. We'll save the game. Nope, 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 not yet. Let's eat and drink first. Well, this makes no sense. You find the keys to the boat, but you can't start the boat? What's going on here? Hmm. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. That made no sense at all. Alright, well, I'm gonna go off air, guys. I don't understand the ending of that one. I guess you should have just saved your son. Yeah, more than likely it'll still upload. And again, Judy, thank you so very much for watching. I truly hope you enjoyed it.